This is our discussion on the city of Allegory. Take one. What were your expectations before reading the book?
Well, I had no expectations.
I didn't have any either.
I thought it was going to be one of them old Christian books that it's just going to throw everything at you at one time. You're going to be like, oh, another one of those books. But I'm glad my expectations were wrong. I just took the book. You were like, all right, a book, let me read it.
What stood out to you while reading? What stood out to me was the fact that I could relate this book, everything that I was reading, to the Bible.
What stood out to me was the book that they were talking about in this book. The book that they were talking about is a great book. I feel like it would have been awesome and it would have been really just, yeah. Right, it is.
I like it with the Bible.
Right. Yeah. But, you know,
I think the name stood out to me too of the people. Like it had something to do with what's going on. True man, free man, Mr. What's his name? I don't know.
Yeah, Con
man, Brewster. Yeah, like all the crazy names had something to do with who they were.
And Keiki or whatever.
And how just from that feeling that you got just from reading the menu and not actually going up the hill, right? Got a full.
And another thing that stood out.
Right.
And another thing that stood out is everybody who went to Newman's restaurant, they changed was like they got to lose the change and came back down. And but you know, people thought they were crazy also because you know, it's like they go up the hill to this restaurant and next they come back and they always talking about this Newman, who is Newman? You know, so yeah.
And it correlates to the present day Christian, how when you meet God, you know, and you really understand you have a relationship with him, then it's like, oh, you know, Jesus this, and people now here are like, you know, in the world are like, oh, Christians, they be tripping, they fanatics, and they all this and that, it's not that serious, you know, but, so it's the same.
Oh, that reminded me of how, like, you know, anytime they mentioned his name, the government would cut off. Somebody bringing up Jesus the God, trying to like way.
Any memorable moments or lines? I know one memorable moment. When he was getting ready to throw the people in the fire, and I immediately thought about how God, that was the story was that cliche. I was trying to get it all out, but I love that part of the story.
When you are taking a trip up to Newman, up the hill, you smell the whiff of that food, like on the cartoon, how the smell goes through the air, and it's calling you know, so you see, that's how I pictured it going. And you know, you walking up this hill, and you're getting full as you walking this whole hill, and it's like forever.
One thing that kind of reminded me of is just like in the Christian life, different things like temptations or whatever are coming at you, just like when he was walking up the hill and he got to the Soul Foods restaurant and he had the line and it was like there's so many things coming at him trying to get them to like stop there and not get him to go all the way coming out. And also I've seen like the two restaurants like the Soul Food was like that hell and the restaurant was like heaven, right? So you was Soul Food. You was
And the thing about that soul food restaurant with the lions is their chains got longer. Every time you went in and out of that place, the chains got longer so they can get to you and eat you. So where your soul will be so full.
I also like how, like when they were going up the hill, everybody at some point and another met, like Newman met them there, even though they were all together in a way, going up the same way, you know what I'm saying? And they all met the same guy, but their story was different. And that reminds me of how we all meet Christ and how even though we all going on, you know, about our day every day, he meets everybody where they are. So that was super fun. It was cool.
What did you think about the book after?
I didn't want it to end. Part 2? Where's part 2?
I loved it.
It was good.
I loved it. It was good.
It's funny. It can make you cry, you know. You know, you go through all the emotions with this book. It's very good. I feel like, you know, everyone.
I was really happy that I got the book because I wasn't in here with everybody else when y'all first got y'all book. So the little left out. But then I got it and I read it and I'm like,
personal autographs on ours. I know.
So
I had that feeling like after you read a series and you don't know what else to do with your life, you're like, now what?
Start over.
Start over, I guess.
Even though in the beginning I just took the book. I really enjoyed it and I'm looking forward to part 2.
Yes.
Who were your favorite characters?
My main man.
I like that.
Mine was Truman.
Truman
The
and
other guy that was
what
like
is it
running with him.
Jermaine.
Yeah, I like
That's
Yeah, I like those two.
Yeah.
How did you pronounce the name? You don't know her name.
It's Keiki. Keiki or
I would say K. How's it spelled?
K-A-E-I.
K-Kai.
I'm just called a K.
You just call it K. I was calling it
Skip over it.
You know what? The best thing to do is take her name out and put your name in. You want to be her?
You want it to be her?
Well, no, I'm just saying. I don't know how to say her name, so you know. What's the word? Somebody else.
Would you recommend this book? If so, to whom? Or who would you say this book is for?
I think this book is for everybody.
Yeah.
I would recommend it to everyone, and it's for everyone.
I agree with that.
I think
If you have a little, if you know like at least one story,
And
one story, like Adam and Eve story, you
Right.
can relate to this
you
book.
can relate to
And
it.
then they had something in there
About
Yeah,
everyone.
but I think even if you don't even know a story of the Bible, like this will kind of interest you in it.
Right. Right.
If you don't know, that gives you an opportunity as a Christian to say, well, this is actually what it's parallel.
Yeah.